Good morning, y'all. This is Tyson Evans with Change One Life Motivation, part 5 of Mastering Your Emotions. I'm going to give you 3 more categories today. And the first category is disappointment. We need to realize that when we set our expectations and because of time or materials that we need or people that surround us, we don't make it. That's basically just disappointment. So what we have to do is take a step back and go a different route or different direction to get the goal that we set out for ourselves. So we won't be disappointment. So we gotta plan. And if we do something and it's come disappointment, what we have to do again is basically start over. Don't get frustrated with it, or don't get pushed back with it, or don't get deterred from it. Still try to reach your goal. The next one is guilt. A lot of people, when we have guilt, we do things that we didn't want to do. Basically what that means, it goes against the standards that we set for ourselves. So we have a guilty conscience. We feel that we know it's wrong and it know it shouldn't have been done. So we feel guilty for it. So it dwells on us. And guilt is basically a horrible deterrent, because what happens with guilt, you could go into a form of depression because you worry about it so much and you didn't want to do whatever you did, but you did it anyway. But now you have that guilt inside of you. So we gotta find a way to fight through that guilt. Sometimes to talk to someone to relieve it. Sometimes basically forgive yourself, because that person, if you did it to someone, they're not gonna forgive you. Sometimes people just don't forgive you. So you have to forgive yourself and move forward. And remember, you only have one person. It's you. This is your life. This is the only life that you have. And you find yourself in a rut due to guilt. Sometimes we gotta fight through it. Forgive ourselves. Talk to your priest. Talk to someone that you feel that is important to you, that you feel they can give you advice. But don't live in that guilt. Don't dwell in that guilt. We got to find a way to get through it. The next thing is overloaded. And a lot of people, we go through this a lot. We feel like mad stuff is on our shoulders, so it's mad pressure. But that's like one of my friends called it, that I can't be mad that my plate is full. I'm the one that asks to eat. That's a great comment. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what overload is. You ask to eat, but now you feel overloaded. Just remember that when you're overloaded, you still can do it. You just got to put things in perspective. So what's important to you? What can get done first? What you need to get done first? Then you go put them things in order. Then you can get through them all. So don't forget, when you're overloaded, that means you have options. You could take this route. You could take that route. It's not just being it's not just being overloaded. You're just looking at it at a wrong way. They say, oh man, I'm overwhelmed. No, you're not overwhelmed. You just have options that you can take. And you got to figure out what takes priority over this option and that option. What can you get through, and then playing your steps out. And then you can get through everything. So that's the 3 for the day. What we also talk about too is that we got to get out of our own way. Sometimes we play a blame game on everything in life. Like we play a blame game, this person's fault or that person's fault is this fault, or this is where we came from. These are what these emotions, mastering your emotions, is about. Is that we gotta stop playing the blame game and take a good reflection at ourselves. Figure out how can we get through these things. It doesn't matter what happened to you or what's around you, what's surrounding you. We gotta figure a way to find a way to get through it and get to the real meaning and the real core. I want everyone to realize that everyone's going through something. You know, everyone has that inner battle, that inner fight that they're going through. But that's just to make you stronger. That's just to make you tougher. If it was easy and you could just walk through shit, it'd be cool. Oh, I could just go ahead and be a millionaire. No, it doesn't work that way. You got to go through that fight, that inner fight, so to see how tough you really are. Because no one knows what you're going through. No one knows what's the real battle that's going between you. But if you can handle that, you can handle anything. And guess what? It's going to be another fight in the future. Some people call it devils. Some people call it bad spirits. It doesn't matter what you call it. It's still a fight that's going on inside eternal you. So take a good look in the mirror to see who you really truly are. Again, this is Tyson Evans with Change One Life Motivation. Start by changing your life. Then you can change the people that surround you. Then you can change the world.